Satnam, I'm Nirvair Khalsa, and here we are in the second month of this year of 2013. It's a 6-year, so the 6th year relates to your arc line, and that is your personal integrity, your ability to have your prayers become very effective, to use your personal integrity for protection and projection both. Literally, it's the power of your prayer. And that relates to the Agya chakra, or the Ajna chakra, the brow point. This is one of the few places where your chakra system overlaps into the 10-body system. So it's arc line and 6th chakra as well. We've got this great new book at KRI called The Chakras, which accompanies our DVD series, and we've just selected various lectures where Yogi Bhajan talked about the chakras, and it's a slim book, but the information in it is truly amazing. We've got some great illustrations too. Isn't this a fantastic illustration of the 6th chakra in color? And so we're going to do a meditation today on the 6th chakra, Agya chakra. Here we are in the 2nd month, and so that 2 is always longing to belong. The 2nd chakra and the 6th chakra are always related. Your ability and the urge within you to merge and join with something else always has to be tempered by what you want to join with and in personal self-integrity. And so here we are in a 6th year of 2013, and this is the 2nd month. So this is a really good time to work with the Agya chakra, the Ajna chakra, the brow point. The reason I talk about Yogi Bhajan so much is because he is my teacher. Of course, I love my teacher. And also, these teachings that I'm passing on to you are Yogi Bhajan's teachings. They're not my teachings. What I'm passing on to you is my love for them, and also my experience with them to inspire you just the way he inspired me, so you can practice. And so this month we're going to be doing this meditation in this from the 6th chakra in this book called Charpad Kriya. It's really simple. It's a very simple Kriya. Charpad means the 4 vitalities, or the 4 activities. And Yogi Bhajan, in a little exercise in this book, related to those activities as they relate to the mudras, in particular, those 4 mudras that are Jupiter, Saturn, Sun, and Mercury. And you can read about this. But in order to actually work with all 4 of these vitalities, these vital activities, these pads, says you can do it by mastering this particular meditation. This meditation, this Charpad meditation, of course stimulates the Agya chakra, the Ajna chakra, the brow point, which is right where the nose goes into the skull. In this particular meditation, you can prepare for it by sitting like a yogi. There's another great exercise in this book where Yogi Bhajan talks about just sitting every day so you can actually really lock in to the brow point, into the Ajna, the Agya chakra. And you sit like a yogi, and as he says, fake it to make it. You pretend you're a yogi sitting in a cave or on the top of a mountain surrounded by ice, and you really put yourself, he says, chin in, chest out, which means you do Jalandhar Bandha, really strong Jalandhar Bandha. And then you fix your gaze on the tip of the nose. This is what he says is the secret to stimulating this chakra. And at the same time, you can press up the back of your tongue, or the tip of your tongue, up against the roof of the mouth, and then you'll feel a lot of pressure here. He says the forehead should feel like lead. And that way you know that your pituitary gland is stimulated and is secreting. Sometimes I wonder and I think about Yogi Bhajan often. He is such an amazing person, and he knew so much about everything. what made Yogi Bhajan? And I was thinking about this, well, a couple things. One, it was this incarnation of his. Of course, he brought in a lot of things with him from past lives. The other thing is he had the exposure early on as a child to lots of spiritual disciplines and basically a spiritual environment. So that, he had a grandfather that mentored him. And from very early on as a teenager, he studied with a very powerful teacher. And he took these interests with him for the rest of his life, traveling around India as a government official. He is a customs officer and seeking out yogis and seeking out people to study with. And the idea is how did he become this great yogi? Well, it was partly his essence, but partly his ability to, and his desire to be very disciplined and to really do what he learned and practiced. And that's the thing he always emphasized. You can carry around, you can read every book, but unless you really practice, you can't really get, the goods from the particular practice. And so it's the discipline of doing it. And so he was saying, do it every day. Lock it in. The fact is he had a very active Ajna chakra in balance with his other chakras. And that pituitary gland controls the pineal gland, which controls your entire glandular system. So you can balance your glandular system through this way, and you can know that known, unknown, and known the unseen as well. The concept of God is something that is known, and there's a whole unknown part of that too. It's all part of the polarity of life. To know your unknown, and to know what's beyond what is your own ken, is something that can be stimulated by locking into this Agya chakra. And so that's what this is. And so what he recommends is sit like a yogi in that position, tongue up, eyes at the tip of the nose, and just hold it in that consciousness that you are the person that's in balance, beyond polarity. That's what a yogi is, sitting on the top of a mountain, on the top of the world. Everything in your command and under your control. Now, this particular meditation, this Charpad Kriya, uses a specific mudra, and that mudra is the Surya mudra, which is sun. And that's done, you really press the tips together. It's not like this, it's not like this. Really press the tips so you can stimulate that on both hands. The other fingers, if you can do it, remain straight. You're going to be up, chest high, chin level to the ground, neck lock. Eyes are going to be gazing at the tip of the nose. When he taught this Kriya, he said nothing about the tongue in this one, so the tongue remains relaxed. And you're going to hold that position, even though you're gazing at the tip of the nose, your concentration will be at the brow point, at the Agya chakra, and you're going to listen to the mantra Anga Sang Waheguru. Ang Sang Waheguru means in every little bit of me, every joint, every part, every molecule, I feel the ecstasy of consciousness. And the version he played with this is by Nirvair. And what you can do is you can go to Spirit Voyage and you can buy this as a download by Nirvair, or you can go to seeknet.com to their radio station and you can stream it and listen to it as you sit in this position doing long, slow, conscious breathing and really locked into the brow point. Do it for 11 minutes. This is what we're going to do it for this month. You can do it for as long as in the book, I think it's 31 minutes that he talks about going to. And let me just read you what he said about it. Okay. This is the secret of prayer for health and happiness. On the first day, I don't expect you to consistently do it, but I'd like to tell you something very straightforward and simple. If you can lock it like that, as you've locked it today, and be consistent and constant and deep for 31 minutes. I don't think you need anything for any reason. Everything will come within yourself for your own reasons. There's one sutra which I'm translating. Oh my Lord, you are everywhere. I can find you everywhere. But when I concentrate on my Agya chakra and lock you in, you are everywhere, became only within me. One day, one time, if you can solidly consolidate yourself for 11 minutes only, you can take care of your entire glandular system, and the chemistry of the blood shall change. It's a law which I didn't make, like this line. I searched God everywhere in its secrets, but when I found my ajna, I laughed at myself. What a fool I was. I wasted all my time before. Now I have found my own Lord within my own heart. So, a very powerful meditation for self-realization, for self-sovereignty, to really find within your own self and become expansive. 6th chakra for this month of February. So practice it along with me. Start with the tune mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, 3 times. We'll practice for 11 minutes. If you're really inspired, do 31 minutes. And then tune out 3 long satnams at the end. And we'll be doing this together in February. So thank you. As always, it's enjoyable being with you. Satnam.